Hello, my name is Ryan. We're students at the University of Texas. So our first question is, we were wondering what it's like coming back to Atlanta after a little bit of a hiatus. What was it like returning to that world and to those characters?
How'd it feel?
It was pretty weird.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I think definitely. I think some of for the acting, like it was like, do I know this person? Like I was rewatching episodes, being like, ooh, man. But I wonder, do you guys feel that way? Because you guys were kind of writing.
I was gonna say for the writers, I kind of feel like we had a bunch of ideas because we had some time off and we came in like with just a bunch of crazy ideas and like kind of wanting to get all this like energy and ideas out. It was good and kind of cathartic to get into it.
I feel like we've all gotten closer. I mean, like that show, sort of like what you were talking about, Donald, like it doesn't happen, the connection I feel like we have doesn't happen often. And we were all extremely lucky in now having the time away from each other and then to come back to actually do it, but then in the context of the show ending, it's like exactly what you were saying, Donald. You were able to compare it and juxtapose it with every other experience you're lucky enough to have, and it really just is special. That's what I take away from it.
You guys were fighting.
We did fight, but it was good.
Family fight.
It was like family fighting. Like we were split like in a lot of ways. Like we fought in the writers' room, but in a good way. Like we don't write like, oh, what does Earn do? We were like talk about what's happening in the news.
That's how
like,
we get our good ideas.
Yeah.
Is literally just talking through stuff and the fights and the arguments and the back and forth. That's how we get all our ideas.
Was there anything from the headlines that you used in season 3 and 4?
It's gonna look like we did, but we didn't. Like it was like we wrote this in 2019. I'm gonna say that 1 billion times because it's very important that people know that we wrote this before the pandemic. So it's gonna feel like a lot of this stuff was like ripped from the headlines, but it's because the world is predictable. Like everything that's you're fighting about now, you're gonna fight about forever, and like that is the balance of life, and that's what's important. So like. Yeah, like there wasn't anything that we were like, I guess, ripped from the headlines, although there is one episode that is like something that happened that we have a take on.
What's your next big prediction then?
God.
Oh no, here it comes. No. You want a hot take? No, I don't have one. It's like I don't see it, I guess, as like a Nostradamus thing as far as like you can kind of see what it's going to be. Like NFTs is going to be a thing, but not in the way that people think they're going to be a thing. It's going to be something like that. A Ponzi scheme? No, I think it'll be more just like a ticket thing. Like, you know how like, what's it called? Like Ticketmaster and what's the other one? StubHub? There won't be any more StubHubs. Because you'll be able to like lock shit in and it'd be like, this is the real thing. Like it'll be way easier to like not fake things online that we were dealing with, and it's gonna affect a lot of other stuff in ways I don't think people are gonna understand for probably about 5 years, and they'll be like, oh yeah, remember we had all that like kind of corruption in this section and now it's just gone because like you can't lie about this. That's probably what's gonna happen.
What was each of your goals for the finality of this series?
Goals? Have more fun. That was it. Just have more fun.
That was the motto for season 4. Have more fun.
Yeah.
I think that I like how the season feels as a whole. Like I feel like if you watch it, it feels good. It always feels. When I watched like The Office the first time, I was like, oh, that's a good. Okay, I don't need anymore. It didn't feel like that, and I feel like that's how it feels for us. Where I was like, but the season 4 motto, I think season 4 is kind of our best. I thought season 3 was our best, but I was like, yo, season 4 is like even better, and it's because we had more fun. Like we didn't like overthink anything. We were like really loose and really
Who
like
cares?
yeah, like it's like who cares? Like it's like kind of thing. It's good.
Paid.
Yeah.
Our show is about week to week, taking people's expectations and with them. So I think everything is gonna be kind of like hopefully, yeah. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. I don't think people. It's fun if you know what's going on. That's why things aren't like 8 seasons anymore, because you know what's gonna happen. It's like, let me guess, they're gonna get married. You know, like kind of all this. And I feel like you can't. I don't want to do that, and I'd much rather make a show where a kid can watch it in 20 years and just turn it on and know what's happening, as opposed to having to be like, oh, I didn't understand it because I didn't see season 2 or whatever. Like, we're really conscious about that. But if you watch the whole thing, there is like a line. So yeah, there's a lot of that.
I think people are gonna be angry.
I hope people are
I
angry.
think we're gonna be
All right, we're gonna go. Goodbye.
That's my
We're gonna go ahead and go.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.